Los Angeles Dodgers and Juan Soto, the big fish, landed by the Yankees.
We need it. That's all I care about.
How far will it fly?
I've never seen anything quite like what we witnessed here today.
The most optimism. You believe anything is possible.
Baseball is back.
How about those Royals, huh?
Tell us who's going to win Cy Young in the American League, JP.
Cole Reagan's Kansas City Royals. Okay. I'm all about the Midwest here in this segment, Lauren. I've got the Tigers winning the division and a Kansas City Royals left-hander, Cole Reagan's, winning the Cy Young. He was a revelation for KC once he came over at the deadline. Theo DeRosa, our colleague at MLB.com, great name, by the way. Theo wrote about how Reagan's fastball velo went up 4 miles per hour year over year. And he also added a slider last year once he arrived to the Kansas City Royals. So you think about the great lineage of Royals Cy Young winners, Saberhagen, Greinke. I think that Cole Reagan's finds a way to add his name to that list this season.
Reagans gets a strikeout. Rodriguez runs, and that is a called third strike. High fly ball, deep left field. And the Royals 30-30 club begins with Bobby Witt Jr.
Very, very excited about the work that's been done in the offseason, and very excited that we get to actually play baseball and not just talk about it. I think JJ, when I think about the goals that he's set for the offseason, you know, to add to the rotation, to build depth in the bullpen, get a couple of bats, bring some veterans in that could help our young guys. I think he accomplished all of them in a way that you know, kind of fits our payroll objectives and in our financial strategy also. And then signing Bobby kind of speaks for itself, but that doesn't change. You know, he was going to be here anyway, but to have him and then our fans know he's going to be here for a long time does a lot for the club, and we certainly plan to build around him. So.
Good morning, Kansas City. This is the Border Patrol on Sports Radio 810 WHB. Stephen St. John and Nate Bukaty with Jake Gutierrez. Thank you so much for joining us on this Thursday, March 28th, 2024. It's opening day for your Kansas City Royals. We have Buster Olney, our baseball insider from ESPN at 7 o'clock. Mike DeCourcy from the Sporting News will join us. Even though Nate Bukaty once claimed that tonight was the national championship game, he is stunned to find out it's the Sweet 16. And so Mike DeCourcy will talk about the Sweet 16 with us tonight. Remember your outrage, Nate?
Are we sure about this still?
Nah, not really.
I'll take your word for it.
He was so pissed off. Like, how the hell could they have the opening day in the national championship? Hey.
I thought it was the first round of the tournament.
Oh, that's right.
Because I thought there'd be games going on all day while the Royals were playing.
You don't like that, do you?
That would have outraged me. I wish it was the same day as the national championship game. That's when opening day
what
used
you want?
to be. Yeah.
How about Sweet 16?
I'll take it.
You're going to have to.
Busy day.
Buster Olney, Mike DeCourcy. There's great Sweet 16 action. So don't forget about that. More excited to watch opening day or Sweet 16?
Oof. Opening day because it involves somebody we care about.
Jake.
Oh, that's a tough one. Opening day. Opening day. Although there's going to be some great games.
That's me.
Fired up, you.
Sweet 16 or opening day, Steven?
Iowa State, Illinois.
That's the best game.
We'll change your tune now.
That's
You said the baseball
had
game.
Me teetering. That game's hopefully going to.
I mean, Clemson, Arizona, because of Billy Donlin, but I'm not like super excited to watch that game. I think UConn's going to steamroll San Diego State.
Clemson plus 7.5.
I don't like Alabama or North Carolina, and so I hope they both lose.
That's going to be hard to do.
But Illinois and Iowa State, I think, is fabulous. I think that's my favorite matchup of the entire Sweet 16. And so, as a sports fan, what am I more excited to watch? I'm more excited to watch that game. That game will be more exciting.
Yeah.
But I love the Royals and opening day, so.
Yeah.
And it's 1 of 162.
Right. That's the thing about baseball, regular season. No game seems to be that important.
There's more dramatic sports drama in the Sweet 16 games, obviously.
Yeah, and it's a more exciting game.
Yeah.
Dramatic drama. I like that.
I don't root for Illinois, and I've found myself rooting heavily for Iowa State. So.
Yeah.
Which means bet heavily on Illinois.
Yeah.
Rooting for my bracket.
Yeah.
I got them in the Final Four.
Who's them?
Illini.
Oh, yeah.
And I do not like.
Oh, you got beaten UConn?
Yeah.
That'll be something if that happens. That'll be something if anybody beats UConn.
Right.
Honestly.
That would be great for my bracket.
That would be terrible
Nobody else has.
Piss off Dan Hurley.
Great.
I got Arizona, UConn, Houston, and Purdue. And I've got UConn and Purdue in the championship game with UConn winning.
It's looking nice.
Purdue's looking better than I thought they would.
Yeah.
So, fingers
But
crossed.
You never know from weekend to weekend in the tournament.
But it's just at this point. All apologies, Jake, but you almost got to be goofy to pick against UConn.
Well, I'm extremely goofy.
But I mean, like what evidence? You just kind of got to roll with them until.
Oh, they're looking great. They're getting fully healthy.
Going back to last year and then this year, 8 tournament games, average win margin of 22 points. So, come on, say something. You're going to give me a reason why you should pick against UConn.
I've got UConn winning the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
All my teams are still alive, but we'll see if that continues. I've got them beating Houston, and Houston's not looking great compared to the other number 1 seeds. So I've got UConn, Arizona, Tennessee, and Houston.
Opening day, first pitch 3:10 between the Royals and the Twins. Cole Reagans for the Royals, Pablo Lopez for the Minnesota Twins.
Cole Reagans, man, how about the preseason hype? Let's go.
John Morosi, MLB Network, picks him to win the AL Cy Young Award. I wish there was more games starting earlier. Angels and Orioles are at 2:05. Then you got like 6, 7, 8 games at 3:10. One 6:35 game, and then 3 of them after 9 o'clock. That's one thing I'll have a gripe about opening day. Give me a noon game. What are we doing here? Let's make baseball all day long. Give me something early. I got to wait until 3 for a game or 2 for a game.
Like a standalone
something.
Game. Yeah.
Give me a couple of them. Give me 3 early, 3 in the middle, 4 late, whatever.
Are they playing a game in New Zealand today or anything like that? Or is that?
What's that supposed to mean?
I don't know.
Well, that's a very specific poll. What do you mean? What have you heard about New Zealand?
I don't know.
Just on the other side of the world.
Any other random countries?
MLB.
I don't think they are.
No?
No.
I just wasn't sure.
But why did you say New Zealand?
I was just trying to pull a random country that's far away.
That's far away.
Out of my
it's really
rear
far.
end.
I don't see anything.
Okay.
No.
I don't think so.
They do play rugby in New Zealand.
Right. The Chiefs, I have a guy that I'll be following every day in training camp. The Chiefs have a new training camp darling, and we're sitting here in March. And it's
that's amazing.
Time to go. So if you don't know what we're talking about, as Jake made the reference there that we have to latch onto before it disappears, a rugby star. Where do you play at? Wales?
Welsh.
Is that right? Jake giving the uncertain nod. I saw the Daily Mail had something about it. It's a big story.
Like in Swansea
there
or
as well.
something?
And so wants to pursue his dream of playing in the NFL. And so visited with a few teams, worked out for a couple of teams, including the Kansas City Chiefs. And so he signs with the Kansas City Chiefs. Louis Rees-Zammit. Does that sound right?
Yeah. That's how I read it.
Oh, yeah.
Which probably
makes
means
me
you're
feel
in trouble.
That makes me feel comfortable.
I mean,
I feel great now. Now I know it's right. As Matt Derrick tweeted out, he's an NFL International Pathway Program player. He won't count against the 90-player roster, and if he makes the practice squad, he wouldn't count against the 16-player limit.
Win-win.
He is
British Union rugby star.
Jordan Schultz, who broke the story, also said that the Chiefs plan on giving him a shot to be involved with kickoffs, which with the new rules makes it a significant signing.
he plays for Gloucester. Is that how you'd say that? I don't know if that's how you say it.
You're the guy that should know that.
Gloucester. Gloucester. I don't know.
He wants to play running back and wide receiver. He also had interest and visited with had interest from the Jets, Browns, and Broncos. He's only 23 years old. Nothing?
I love it.
I love it.
That's a fun story.
Yeah, it is.
Gloucester's nickname is the Cherry and Whites.
Really?
That's their colors, I assume. Cherry and Whites.
I don't know, man. Hey, give the Chiefs coaching staff a chance to.
His Wikipedia page already lists his current team as Kansas City.
Right? Well, yeah, he signed with them.
Wing fullback is his position in rugby.
You see some of the highlights of. Yes, here's a Daily Mail online even has a story about it.
I mean, they're just going to start the Chiefs are finding a way to attract fans from places you didn't even think was possible. First with T-Swizzle, now they're going to bring the rugby audience in.
Louis Rees-Zammit, who quit Wales to chase NFL dream, will sign with Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs, but Saffron Barker won't be joining Taylor Swift as WAG after split. This is the Daily Mail online. The UK newspaper. He shocked the rugby world in January when he dramatically quit the sport to pursue a new career in the United States and take up a place on the NFL International Player Pathway. He impressed scouts enough to where he signed with the Chiefs.
Yeah, it's impressive.
Trying to see what else is going on about this guy. It was a big story over there.
Give you another backup kicker, too, I would think.
He will not be joined in the U.S. by his YouTuber star girlfriend, Saffron Barker, after the pair announced their split last week. How about that?
Do they break up because he's coming to...
It comes just 4 months after the social media star and the sportsman made their first red carpet appearance together at the Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, which is actually a really good movie. I want to see that. We've made that a family outing. We enjoyed that thoroughly.
It's a great film.
Enjoyed it thoroughly.
I like the series.
2 hours of entertainment right there is what that was. We didn't go on the red carpet, though, and none of us broke up afterwards.
I need to get a rugby person on to teach me what he's doing here. Yeah.
That's him on the red carpet right there.
Splitsville, huh?
That's a handsome man.
That's a tall, handsome man.
A handsome woman, but that's a handsome man right there. Is it not?
Yeah.
That's Beefcake, 23 years old. Okay, ladies of Kansas City. He might have signed with the Chiefs, but he's still a free agent.
You know, ladies are a sucker for that accent too. You know, he's gonna.
What accent?
He's got an English accent.
No, show. You getting ready to tell us? Present it to us?
Good day, ma'am. No, that's Australia.
Yeah, no, wrong.
What are you talking about?
Not from New Zealand.
I don't know. God. Top of the morning.
He's represented by Rock Nation Sports. Any comments on that, Jake?
Nope, none, zero.
I don't know.
Stay away from that. Let's keep talking about sports.
One of his.
It's Rock Nation Sports. What did I say?
These highlights are impressive. He clearly got breakaway speed, at least at the rugby level. I don't know how that translates to the NFL level.
Jay-Z's
but
next.
He has this move. I don't know what the term is, where he'll drop kick the ball past all the defenders and then run past all of them and pick it back up and score.
That's exactly how they describe it in rugby. You nailed it.
There's probably a term for it, but that shows the speed right there. There's like 7 guys in front of him. He just kicks it over all of them, then runs past them, picks it back up, and runs in for a score.
But what do you think the first thing I thought of? Well, there's my storyline from training camp. Thanks.
Oh, man.
Thanks, Chiefs.
Love
As if
this
I needed
guy.
anything else. You know?
It's reminding me, too, now, the term touchdown, where it comes from, because in rugby, you get into the end zone and you actually touch the ball to the ground, and that's when you score. That's what he has to do every time, I'm noticing.
Right.
Touchdown.
So you guys are excited about that, huh?
Love it. Love it.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope the guy makes the team.
Let the Chiefs coaching staff get their hands on him. Have Big Red come up with some plays for that hybrid star.
I mean, it's great because he doesn't take a roster spot, or if you see some promise in him, just throw him on the practice squad. He doesn't even take a practice squad spot. I mean, it's really a win-win.
I'd be interested to know what his 40 time is. None of these guys in the rugby league can catch him.
Check his combine numbers.
You know?
I wish he was bringing Saffron Barker with him, but
Maybe
we
they
can't ask for
rekindle
everything,
it.
can we?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe he'll find a new celebrity wag.
Are you guys even excited about opening day?
Yeah, oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm excited.
Well, I brought it up, and then he wanted to talk about the rugby star that signed with the Chiefs.
I just kind of correlated. For some reason, Nate brought up New Zealand, and
yeah, we have no idea.
Heck of a rugby program in New Zealand.
They do.
I know. The All Blacks.
Right. I mean, I don't know. That's where my mind went. He's talking about New Zealand.
I might be more excited about this guy than I am opening day. But
Right, we see that.
You didn't dive in yesterday, did you? That was me yesterday.
By the way, cross off the wide receiver wish list. Cross Josh Reynolds off.
Gone.
2 years, worth up to $14 million with the Broncos. He had to enjoy all those targets he'll get from the Broncos quarterback. So whatever. Too much money. Also, I'm not paying that for Josh Reynolds if I'm the Chiefs. That didn't hurt my feelings.
Nope. If you're gonna spend that money, go spend it on Tyler Boyd.
I don't know if that's going to happen. I mean.
Probably not.
But you're right. If you're going to spend that much money, then go ahead and just
get a guy who's younger, a little more upside,
and better.
Yeah, and better. Yes.
Yeah. Don't even worry about
that
this.
too.
Start with better.
That too.
Right. All right.
Didn't hurt my feelings when I saw that.
Yeah, I was surprised he got that.
I was too.
Broncos, well, whatever. Who might have questioned what the Broncos were doing?
They freed up some cap space.
So, Nate, if you would pay attention to Sports Radio 810's Twitter feed, you would see that Reese Zamet is 6'3", 210, and in his pro day, he ran a 4.44.40.
Pretty good.
Look at Jake now. Jake just looked up.
I mean,
tasty.
Looking at this footage again, I don't know how the level of athleticism in the English Premier Rugby League translates to the NFL, but that's 6'3", is that what it said? Is that what you said? 6'3", 210?
What did I say? Nate, what did I just say? I don't know.
I'm
You
looking
tell
at
me.
it, 6'3", 210.
Okay, great.
I couldn't remember if you said 6'2" or 6'3".
Uh-huh.
But he's every bit of it, and you can. I mean, the length. He's got tree trunks for thighs.
Wow.
You know, this man is.
You should be his agent.
Well, you know, kind of a similar build to a young Mark Boerichter.
Is that right?
That's kind of what. Yeah.
There.
Let's see. What did they list Boerichter as on
Oh
Pro
boy!
Football
Hey,
Reference?
let us. What time is it? 6:22.
6'3", 220.
Let us know. Let it be known that opening day, 6:22 a.m., was the first complaint logged by a Border Patrol listener.
Uh-oh.
Nate has just tweeted in Nathan, I'm excited for opening day. It sure would be nice if we could watch the Royals play.
There it is. I didn't want to bring this up, right? Because I don't know. I haven't been here for the last 2 years, but I do know there's there's some scuttlebutt. I missed the last 2 Royal seasons,
okay,
which is fine with me. But how do you watch the Royals?
Very carefully. Well, option 1 is to get on I-70 and head out to Kauffman Stadium and go out to the baseball game today.
Right. Enjoy yourself some opening day.
Okay?
Yeah.
Now,
makes sense.
What's your next question?
How do I turn on the television set and watch the Royals?
Well,
what streaming platform?
That's a different story.
What cable network televisions?
I shall, look.
I don't know. I thought about that this morning. And I was like, I'm not bringing this up, but I don't know how I'm going to watch the Royals if I don't go out there today.
The Royals and Bally Sports announced on Friday the team's 2024 regular season TV schedule, with all 162 games airing regionally or nationally. Bally Sports Kansas City will televise 161 regular season games, and 1 game is currently scheduled for Major League Baseball's national television package. That's Friday, May 10th, at the Angels on Apple TV+. 3 games will be televised on both Bally Sports KC and FS1. Thursday, May 9th at the Angels, Monday, May 20th against the Tigers, and Thursday, June 27th against the Guardians. Bally Sports Kansas City is entering its 17th season of pissing Kansas City people, of exclusive regional television home of Royals baseball. So, Bally Sports Kansas City. Was that I thought? Well, maybe I was wrong. Wasn't there a time I thought we were done with this?
I did too. I thought I had it last year on YouTube TV, but I don't. It doesn't seem to be on YouTube TV anymore.
Now, see, I've never heard anyone. I've heard everyone say that's.
Maybe I'm wrong.
It's the opposite.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, I have YouTube and I have no way to watch the Royals. So did you actually have it on? Because that would be a shocking turn of events for people.
I guess not. I switched over to YouTube TV before last football season, so maybe that's when I lost the Royals. Because I did that so I could get Red Zone. Because the thing I used to have couldn't get Red Zone. And I chose Red Zone over the Royals. Is that bad?
Nope.
I'm going to say that you probably didn't watch any Royals games after that point when football started.
That's the thing. So I just probably didn't even realize.
You just lied to Kansas City, basically.
No, I said I thought, but I didn't remember for sure. I had to look it up just now. I was like, I think I can get the games on.
Okay, here we go now to the press release.
There you go.
Nathan, he's a valued listener.
Yeah, we like Nathan.
He says this, so I dig in to the press release.
Yeah.
I'm not going to spread false narratives like Nate just did. Say, watch it on YouTube TV. Yeah, people on YouTube. Wait a minute. I don't know. Nate said, because later on today, someone that has it is going to. Nate said that I can watch. I don't know why I can't.
Damn it, Nate.
No.
This is what it says.
Okay.
In this press release from the Royals, how to watch and stream the Royals in 2024. There are 2 ways to watch local Royals broadcasts in 2024. Watch or stream through a TV provider. Bally Sports is available on cable, satellite, and digital streaming TV providers throughout the Royals television footprint. Fans who receive Royals telecast through their TV provider can also stream Royals games for no additional charge on the Bally Sports app and ballysports.com by connecting with their TV provider user ID and password. Option number 2. Subscribe to Bally Sports Plus. Bally Sports Plus is the streaming-only option that provides direct access to watch Royals baseball without a TV provider. Fans can purchase a monthly, annual, or new season pass subscription. Visit offers.valleysports.com for information or to start a 7-day free trial.
There you go.
For more information about Royals telecast, fans can visit royals.com/TV.
That 7-day free trial.
Announcer lineup: Ryan Lefevre enters his 26th season.
Hey, Ryan.
26 years. Holy cow.
Jake Eisenberg will provide play-by-play on games that Ryan Lefevre does not. Rex Hudler will return for his 13th season as analyst. Royals Hall of Famer Jeff Montgomery will provide analysis throughout the season on Royals Live with host Joel Goldberg.
Yeah.
Royals Hall of Famer Mike Sweeney and 2015 World Series champion Jeremy Guthrie will return on Bally Sports Kansas City as analyst on Select Series.
Jay Guts.
I had no idea he was involved in anything last year. So that's
first I've heard.
How much do you think a season pass costs?
It's a 7-day free trial.
Oh, nothing.
Right.
Free?
No, but the season pass.
How much?
$106.
It's reasonable.
I was going to say, is that a good or a bad deal?
I don't know.
Well, do you like baseball and do you like the Royals?
What's
Yeah,
monthly?
how much do you plan on watching it?
Right. Monthly, you're looking at $20 a month.
Me, I'm looking at finding every email address I can possibly get and just doing 7-day free trials.
Well, that might only be at the beginning of the year. I don't know if they do
just
that.
put that out on the air. It's the best way to do that.
I'm not lying.
Honestly, I'm not being a smartass, but like for some people that are going to watch a whole bunch of games,
yeah,
that's a reasonable deal.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
that's a fine way.
One day at the ballpark
To spend $100,
Right.
And if you're going to watch a whole bunch of games and that's what you like to do, great deal.
That's why I asked genuinely, is that a good deal or a bad deal?
If you're only going to watch a smattering of games and you don't really care that much, then no.
Yeah,
it's not a very good deal.
That number has me. I'm thinking about doing it.
I mean, I feel like I should for my job.
I wouldn't say no to that.
Yeah,
Right.
I
It's a
probably
fine deal.
will.
It's not
Say
outrageous.
no to it, or
No, I probably will do it. Sign up for it
Can
because
I have your password?
you know what? You want to go in on it?
That's not a bad idea.
again, just present this on the air and see what happens.
Nobody's doing that, right?
We're an open book here.
Nobody's doing that.
I'd like to close the book a little bit.
Well, you want to go 3 ways?
Steven's into book burning
Here's the
all of
deal.
a sudden.
Don't ask me, and I won't tell you.
Okay.
And I'm going to watch all the games.
All right.
All right? That's all I'll tell you.
There you go.
Yeah, me too.
I feel satisfied.
Hey,
with
it's
that.
opening day, guys.
Yeah. Whoa. Chris says, what happened to the Royals on Prime? I don't know. Lebo and I were trying to search for it the other day because like they talked about that and then nothing else came out. And Lebo and I spent like 15 minutes like looking like, okay, where's this? What's going on? We really haven't heard anything, right? And so then Casey Hawker, another great listener, he spelled it out. F-U blank blank. Bally Sports. Sincerely from all of KC Metro is how we feel. Whoa.
Wow. I don't speak for me.
Well, the one thing I'll say is at least it is available. If you want to pay for it, it's available.
Right.
A Twitter account.
Like for a while there, it wasn't even an option.
The Twitter account, Todd F-U blank 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 is the account. Look at this. See what that says?
Careful.
Todd does something
Does
here.
he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Says, wish I could watch the Royals too. Thanks, guys.
Well, you can.
Right.
$100.
Or find a buddy.
Or go to the game.
Yeah, go to the game.
Yeah. But my point is that you can watch them.
Yes.
If you want to pay for it, you can.
They're available to purchase.
So, and if you're going to watch them a ton, $100 in that much.
161 games, you said? That's, you know.
But I do think everybody's got streaming fatigue. You got to pay for everything now.
Yeah.
You know, you're paying for Netflix, you're paying for Amazon, you're paying for Apple TV, Hulu.
You got all that? I think I do too.
Yeah.
Let me see.
I think we
Netflix,
finally
Amazon, Paramount, Peacock, Disney,
I got
Hulu. Yeah, I don't. The only thing I only one I don't have is, or you're gonna get mad at me, is Apple.
No, I was
TV.
actually just reading an article that they're doing the worst of all the streaming services by far.
They don't do a good enough job of promoting their non-sports stuff.
Well, they don't do a good enough job of creating non-sports stuff that people want to watch. Ted Lasso is the only thing they made that made people feel like, oh, I got to sign up for this.
No, there's actually something on there that made me want to sign up for this week.
Okay.
Manhunt. Isn't it on there? John Wilkes Booth.
Yes, that is on.
Oh,
there.
man, I want to watch that. Yeah, I read that book.
Back off, man.
Sorry, you got me excited. Yeah, I read that. That book was phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Isn't that Apple Plus?
Yeah.
That made I go,
I want to watch that with my kids.
See, you're right. That's something that will make me, that might push me to.
Yeah. And since they're trying to get into the sports world and they're trying to show with the MLS season pass thing, they can make it a success because then they want to go after the NBA and
you
things
read the
like
book?
that.
Yeah, don't spoil the ending. I want to see how it turns out. So everything turns out for everybody.
Okay.
Happy ending?
Well, depends on how you define happy.
Nope.
But it's a great book, and it's told like in story form, not in like historic form.
We're getting a lot of tweets from names that I'm questioning.
Oh boy.
Now, Tom Thompson.
Tommy Thompson.
Todd F's I like this. He's tweeting in. That's my guy. I like that. That's
he gets to business.
Yeah. I like the way Todd F's. I like the way you go about your business.
The cut of your jib.
All right. Hey, I don't know what this says about us, but you're our kind of guy. It seems like.
Yeah.
Tom Thompson tweets in. We got these people riled up now.
Uh-oh.
If you have T-Mobile, you can get MLB.TV for free if you sign up this week. Well, then he gives us some. Oh, yeah. Well, read that one, Jake.
I got T-Mobile.
Yeah, but don't. Then he gives some specific instructions that probably shouldn't share on the air.
By the way, I don't know if you do.
Oh.
No, you don't.
I don't.
No. You do not. Do you work here?
Yeah.
Used to. Yeah. I used to, yeah.
Right.
Hey, guess what? No. I used to do a lot of things, too. But I don't anymore. I don't claim to.
It smells like a perfect time for a break.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, these are called commercials on Sports Radio 810 WHB. Somebody just asked me what providers is Bally Sports available on, and I can't. I don't know. I'm looking. We found out that Nate has no idea what phone service he has or what his YouTube TV account offers, but
I'm on top of things.
Right. Right.
I switched to YouTube TV last fall because I had been on AT&T DirecTV Stream or whatever it's called, and you couldn't get Red Zone on that. And Red Zone is the kind of programming that I will switch cable providers or internet streaming providers for. Is there a better sports show than Red Zone?
Yeah, the Border Patrol on Sports Radio 810
I mean,
WHB.
TV.
We're on TV.
We are, I guess we're streaming.
Again, the Border Patrol.
Outside of the Border Patrol.
No,
No, it's
I don't
one
think
of the
that far.
greatest inventions. The man who thought of that, or person, or woman, or whoever came up with that idea, brilliant.
I just went to the Bally Sports Kansas City Wikipedia page. Notable on-air staff. Nate Bukaty, Sporting Kansas City play-by-play commentary.
Hey!
With
you.
Jacob Peterson and Carter Augustine.
Why don't you go ahead and make a
We
correction?
we
to
were
that?
on Bally Sports at one time.
Are you?
Yeah.
No. Are you now?
Not that I don't think so.
Yeah. How current's that?
Not very current.
I mean, you would be if they wrote you a check.
Jacob Peterson doesn't do broadcasting anymore, and Carter Augustine lives in Florida.
No, Wikipedia says you
Flaw,
are
flaw.
wrong, buddy.
Flaw.
Well, hey, Wikipedia does have an updated that the fact that rugby guy is on the Chiefs now.
That's all that matters, right?
You can go fix that Wikipedia.
And I'm fired up for that. That's my new guy. Can't remember his name.
Luis.
So, the incredible hype. We were accused of hyping up Cole Reagans too much. So I don't know if you've noticed this. I've tried to scale back a little bit. Which what fun is that, by the way?
Boring.
Who cares?
Yeah.
But still,
Hype away, man.
I mean, I have to keep myself in check. Because he was so spectacular down the stretch last year. It's hard to imagine he could keep that up over a full year. But if he did, I mean, hell yes, he could win the Cy Young. But it was at least refreshing to hear a national baseball pundit sing his praises. Let's get the whole clip. I'll send you the whole clip.
I got it.
Oh, do you? How long is yours? Make sure to see if mine's longer.
About 4.
Is it a full minute?
Yeah.
All right.
I'll just play the one you sent me.
A man that once feuded with Nate Bukaty. Yes or no? John Morosi.
We had a little back and forth several years ago,
Right.
but we also worked together and very pleasantly. Oh yeah, we had a back and forth.
Is that over
Good.
The home run derby stuff? No.
It was the All-Star game in Kansas
Yeah.
City
Right.
when Justin Verlander got completely rocked. He was like, "That's exactly what the fans wanted to see," because
No.
he hit 100 on the radar.
Who was the guy that disagreed with you about attracting free agents to Kansas City?
Jeff Passan.
Well, you pissy with all these baseball
Yeah.
writers, don't you?
Salty Nate.
You're allowed to have disagreements on things.
Nah, yeah, but you have a lot of them, it seems like.
Well, I did back then.
John Morosi, who's made up with Nate, was on MLB Network singing the praises of Royals opening day starter Cole Reagans.
We had to pick our Cy Youngs, and most of ours are obvious picks. Yours is not. And when you said it in the commercial break, the guys from the couch go, "Ooh, tell us who's going to win Cy Young in the American League, JP."
Cole Reagans, Kansas City Royals.
Okay.
I'm all about the Midwest here in this segment, Lauren. I've got the Tigers winning the division and a Kansas City Royals left-hander, Cole Reagans, winning the Cy Young. He was a revelation for KC once he came over at the deadline. Theo DeRosa, our colleague at MLB.com, great name, by the way. Theo wrote about how Reagans' fastball velo went up 4 miles per hour year over year. And he also added a slider last year once he arrived to the Kansas City Royals. So you think about the great lineage of Royals Cy Young winners, Saberhagen, Greinke. I think that Cole Reagans finds a way to add his name to that list this season.
I talked to Sabes last night.
Well, that's a heck of a name drop.
Well, he just mentioned him, so I thought it was relevant. Briefly chatted about the Royals. He got an earful because he asked me to update him on all this stadium stuff.
Oh boy!
So what's going on?
What's new news after last night?
Tell me what's going on there. I go, well, how much time do you got, Sabes?
Yeah.
But
did you update him on Oak Street?
No, I don't think he needed to get that far. I think I started to talk in about 2 or 3 minutes, and he's yeah, well, okay. You know,
Gotta go.
He had heard
How
enough.
the kids?
What's that meme? It's like I didn't read all your texts, but sorry that happened.
No, but no,
or congratulations.
he gave me about 2 minutes of fiery Sabes about it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I think fiery Sabes and angry Mike Boddicker are close relatives.
Okay.
Because they were pretty much saying the same thing.
Well, those guys have accomplished a lot of things at Kauffman Stadium. That's a historic
Right.
place to them. I would think that
they're good with it staying there, but that's just everyone, whatever. But Saturday, June 8th, just to give you a little heads up, he's going to have an event for Sabes Wings, his charity foundation, and it's going to be out at Chicken and Pickle, and I'm going to do either a live podcast or a live show. It's a Saturday morning. I'm going to get Jake involved as I tell him that live on the air because, just thought you'd like to do that. He's going to have several different celebrities out there taking part in his event, and it will just be set up, and he'll bring them by, and we'll interview them, and we'll do it live, and we'll also have it for the show because, in June, Jake, things can get a little lean around here, so we're going to get some content. And Nate, of course, if you want to come out there, but you're always...
Yeah, I don't know my June schedule yet, but if I'm in town, I'm there.
Gone. You're always gone.
High chances.
Sabes would love to have you out there. Love to have Jake out there. And,
We'll do it live.
We'll get him on the show a couple of times between now and then
Do
and
it
talk
live.
about it. But that's why, because I try to help MC his stuff whenever I can. So I don't say no. I don't say no to Sabes.
Yeah,
but it's just great because you hear Brett Saberhagen's name there, and then again I go back to when I asked Mike Boddicker, "Wow, Cole Reagans, he has the best stuff you've seen in the starting pitcher from the Royals since you." And I thought maybe he'd say Greinke or maybe he'd say Apier. He went all the way back to Sabes. And then you're jumping a lot of pretty damn good pitchers.
Yeah.
If you go that far.
David Cone.
Sabes, when Sabes was on, there was nobody better than Sabes ever in a Royals uniform.
Just going to say, like, for people that are younger that didn't get a chance to watch him pitch in the 80s when the Royals won the World Series in 85 and the years around that.
It's such heavy praise.
This dude was electric. Like, not only was he a dominant starter, his stuff was incredible at an early age.
So just the idea of people that know what they're talking about mentioning Reagan's stuff in the same breath as Brett Saberhagen is exhilarating for Royals fans, I would think. And that's reason number one. Now, hey, Bobby Witt Jr. is the franchise guy, signed long-term and everything else, but the number one most exciting thing just about today by itself is the fact that the Royals have a guy that looks like and throws like a real legitimate ace number one on the mound in Cole Reagans, and hopefully he can pick up where he left off at the end of last year. We'll take a break back after this on WHB. All right, let's really get some things rolling here. Last night on Sports Radio 810, Todd Lebo hosted the Stadium Boat Special. It was on for 2 hours from 6 p.m. until 8 p.m. And so if you follow Sports Radio 810 on the Twitter, here's about 3 minutes of a conversation between Todd Lebo and Jackson County executive and Royals Hall of Famer Frank White. So if you didn't hear that, thought you might want to hear it. Kind of important, right? Here's Todd Lebo with Frank White last night.
Welcome back into our Stadium Lease Special tonight on Sports Radio 810 WHB. We've got a big night planned with lots of stuff on this very important issue. And one of the people we wanted to talk to was Jackson County Executive Frank White, who has been more than just a Jackson County executive, because Frank White, of course, is a Royals Hall of Famer. His number's up there, 8-time Gold Glove winner, worked for the Royals for years, and also broadcast Royals games in the past. But you've gotten into politics in the past several years. So, first of all, thank you, Frank, for joining us on the show tonight. And this really is a super important issue that Jackson County voters have coming up next week.
Well, thank you, Todd. Thanks for having me on the show. Thanks for looking at this, like you said, this very important issue that's going to be on the ballot on Tuesday. You're talking about 40 years for the Royals and $2 billion from the taxpayers. And so that's been a discussion. The biggest, probably the most irresponsible thing on this whole deal was they were able to get a couple of friendly legislators to push this through to the ballot without any type of agreement. I think that is really the big issue, that people are going to the polls to vote on something they don't really know what they're voting on. In their mind, they're saying, we're going to vote to keep the Royals and Chiefs for 40 years, but there's just no agreement. So basically, if the vote passes, then basically the teams will have an open checkbook.
Okay, so let's backtrack a little bit first. Okay. I'll just recap a little bit here. We've talked about this on the air a lot over the past couple of months. First things first, they tried to pass this. They got enough legislators to say they want to put it on the ballot. You vetoed it.
Yes.
And then a couple weeks later, they overrode your veto with a 7-2 vote. So you had 2 legislators who stood with you on that. I was down there at the courthouse that day. Since then, since they overrode the veto, they've been going ahead with these plans. Even up to today, John Sherman, in consultation with Quentin Lucas, the mayor of Kansas City, says they're going to maybe change the thing and not have Oak Street in the middle of it. We're really getting near the end here. Is this just one more symptom of they don't have everything fully planned out yet?
I think you're right, Todd. I think the only thing that we've heard from the time we started talking about the Royals wanting to move downtown was the fact that they never did sit down and say for a long time where they actually wanted to build a stadium. And the crossroads came up pretty much at the last minute, and it kind of like dropped a bomb on a lot of people. And they really didn't have a good fit for how it was going to fit in the crossroads. And I think that just goes back to, if you don't sit down and negotiate and get it right, then it's hard to keep changing boats in the middle of the stream, so to speak. And that's what's confusing a lot of people.
You got anything you want to say over there?
Yeah.
Say it.
One of the people I admire most I've ever been around is Cliff Illig, the owner of Sporting Kansas City and co-founder of Cerner. And one of the things he always tells me about, because people, when you have as much money as Cliff Illig does, people come to you and they want you to invest in things. Sell them on, hey, I can build this thing and it'll be worth your investment. And the thing that Cliff always tells me, and I know he tells this to a lot of people, is if you want my attention, you need to present me with a vision. That's the word he uses all the time, a vision. And he always follows it up by saying, now, what is a vision? A vision is a vivid description of a future state. If you want me to buy into your vision, you've got to paint me a vivid picture of it. You got to show me exactly what the idea is, how it's going to work, what it's going to look like. It just doesn't seem like they've had a vivid picture of this future state if they're changing things a week before the vote. I'm not saying look, I'm not from Jackson County. I don't live in Jackson County. I'm going to tell anybody how to vote. I'm not doing that. But that part, like, I saw that news last night, and I'm thinking, haven't some people already voted on this?
Yes.
So, like, you're voting on it, and they're still not even really, like, agreeing on exactly what this thing is going to be. Right? Like, they're still changing their mind a week before the actual day of the vote, but people have already, like, voting's already been kind of open for an absentee point of view. I hope it works out for everybody involved, and and it just seems like, man, wouldn't you like to have your ducks in a row a little bit more than this, be a little more buttoned up, have more of a vivid picture of what this is before you're asking people to vote on it? I don't know.
That's Nate Bukaty, ladies and gentlemen. Back after this on Sports Radio 810 WHB.